do is I put my hair in the style that I wanted, my twist delay. What I like to do is go ahead and get everything sectioned off. Since it's late, I know I'm going to only be able to get the front done. So I'm just going to go ahead and section off the portion of the front. Because I like my hair to be nice and sectioned off. I can't stand with hair just all over the place. So I'm going to start on this and I'm going to start on this. And I know that I want my twist laying this way. So I'm going to braid it going this way. And I know I want my twist laying straight because I'm going to go ahead and lay the twist that way. So however you want the hair to lay, that's the way that you do the actual braids. Because the parting is very, very important when it comes to doing your braids, twist, or anything, any style. You always want to make sure however you want the style to lay, that's the way that you part the hair off. Go ahead and remove your earrings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this hair in a ponytail so I can be able to start on this and it won't be all in my way. Always work in sections. That makes doing the hair so much more easier if you work in sections. Even if your hair is short, you can always put your hair in sections. And then that makes you not have to take forever to do hair too, because I used to find out when I used to, when I first started doing braids and twists a long time ago, if you part it a certain way, it won't take so long. But if you part it certain ways, it does take long, because to me I find when you try to be perfect, that's when it takes a long time, and you don't want it super full, but you want it full that the scalp's not showing. So again, I just go ahead, section the excess hair out because I love to keep it out my way, and I'm going to start braiding this section. Once I get finished with that, I'm going to start with this and I'll come back at you. So again, what I'm doing is I'm sectioning off the hair the way that I want it to be able to lay. I found that I probably could have got 2 sections out of this, but I just went ahead and just made it 3, because to me, when it's up at the top of the head and stuff, you are able to see that area, so you want that area filled in as much as possible. It's like certain spots on the head needs to be filled in as much as possible, and to me the top need to be filled in because you don't want the scalp showing, and you also need to fill in this whole hairline area. So them are some very important section. So what I got is I got 3 sections here, and I want to be sectioning this off and making these sections too, because I'm telling you, when you section off stuff, it makes it so much more easier, and keep the hair out the way instead of let all the hair get in the way. I say do it right the first time, so you don't got to go back over and do it again. I always have a lot of rubber bands handy also. And I like my pony side. So again, I'm going to go ahead and just section this off because I want it to lay like bangs. I have bangs in the front, so just go ahead, section the hair the way that you want the hair to lay. This is going to be the section. And I'll just go ahead and put it back like that. And then, because like I told you, don't put little pieces of your edges in a braid. So I say we might be able to get 2 out of this. We'll see. But I think the rest of them can be 1. But I think we might possibly be able to get 2 out of this. So we'll see. So I'm going to just go ahead and leave this section off because I might not make those edges out of 2. So you see what I did? This is the way that the hair is going to lay, and this is the way I sectioned off the hair. And to me, I think this is the easiest thing to do because you don't have to be making it super thick. You already got it sectioned off. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. And then to me, it makes it a lot easier too, because you be like, okay, I got my 5 sections done. But it's like when you got hair just everywhere, you're like, oh my God. So get that first front done. This whole area right here is going to be crucial. So once I start on these, I'm going to go ahead and just start on like this area, take it down, see how I want it to lay, and then I'm going to section it off. And I'm going to do the whole front today. Okay? Stay tuned. Okay, I am going to make this little section out of 3. 1, make them a pretty good size. 2, 3. So I got my 3, and I'm going to go ahead and put those in, and I'm going to continue till it's finished. And now you see this is the right way it's been twisted. Some hair colors, if you twist it certain ways, it don't look as good. And if you find out that you pull it like I did and it came unraveled, just twist it the opposite way and see the way that it looked. Because at first I was doing left over right, but that wasn't the right way. You might have some black hair, you'll be doing left over right. So different types of color, you got to do it different types of ways. So if it don't look right the first time, just redo it and do the opposite way. And again, I'm just going to just keep on continuing. And I like to twist all the way to the end. And so you see the difference between that other twist and this twist is more movable and bouncy. And you always want to make sure your twist is always tight. That's the main thing. You can make them as thick as you want, as thin, it's up to you. But however you make, you know, you want to stick to the same. Like if you're starting with chunky twist, you want to keep going chunky twist. Don't do, you know, chunky and then have some thin, you know. But when you first start off, I mean, that's fine, you know. But try to make them all the same. And then what I like to do, I like to always turn my real hair when I combine the two strands. Because to me, it just looked more better. And all I do is just coil the hair. Twist and coil, and I find that gives it a better definition of the hair. Kind of like you do a kinky twist, like how I'm turning the hair as I'm twisting. Turn and then twist, turn and then twist. They also call the turns, they call coiling the hair. And that's the method that you do also with kinky twist. Some hair you don't have to do this, and some hair you do. It just all depends on what brand. So I'm just going to continue to keep doing this and I'll come back at you guys, okay?